Today, we're going to look at how we can connect over 600,000 app design screens to our AI in Claude and Codex and use them for more than basic UI generation. We'll cover different techniques for saving time on design deliverables and generating stronger UIs. Couple quick things before we begin. First off, if you're a big fan of myself and what we're doing, check out our website. I'll put a link for this in the video description where you can support UI Collective Academy, where you get access to a bunch of great courses on AI workflows and a whole lot more. I'm always adding more to this as well. You also get access to micro lessons, some really great premium downloads, and private Slack channel access with me and the team. It's also totally free to join the community side of it, where you can come ask any question for free on our forum. Also get access to some great savings and resources too. So whether you want to join the community, support the academy, thanks for being here. Also, come follow me on X, link also in the description. And we again teamed up with Mobbin on this one because they now have a new feature where you can actually connect your AI to Mobbin directly. More on this later, but again, you can take 20% off the annual Mobbin plan using the link in the description. Be sure to check it out. The biggest limitation when you're designing with AI is that it guesses, because it's not an expert on how competitors are maybe using different patterns to display different pieces of information, different patterns on cards and things like that. It's not an expert on type treatments. And we see this all the time where, especially with these AI generated looking designs, they all have like that gradient inside of it. They all have that really bold, super bold font. It's easy to tell what's an AI generated design. Now, credit where credit is due. Claude Design is getting better at that, but still, AI is not an expert on type treatment, whether you use Codex, Claude Code, whatever. It's not an expert on layout, positioning different pieces of data, sort of organizing the information architecture on a page to group the most important pieces of data together. It's not an expert on that. Now there's a solution to this, much easier than you think. Now, I'm going to cover the basics, but I'm also going to cover some different ways in which you can work with this to get different results depending on your use case. So we're going to cover the basics, what it is, how to get results, and also some more complex different methods of prompting or working with it that you probably haven't thought of yet. So let's rock and roll. It's the in and around 600,000 screens on Mobbin that we're now able to actually connect to the AI directly. And if you're not familiar with what Mobbin is, I'll put a link in the video description. You can take 20% off the annual plan using the special UI Collective link. It helps support them and it helps support me as well. So be sure to check that out. But Mobbin is essentially a massive repository of every screen, app, flow that's out there for all these different companies and all these different industries, where if you need examples, you're looking to see how one of your competitors are treating their designs, you can come in here, click, view all of their designs. So it really saves us as a lot of time as designers. Instead of having to browse online, we can just come to Mobbin and get our research done right away. But there is one thing that we need to do. Is under our profile here. I'm not going to click the Mobbin profile because that's going to show my personal email, but just inside of Mobbin, once you have an account, hit your profile here in the top right and then navigate to settings. Under settings then, just under MCP, what we need to do is we need to copy this specific command and then go into any of our favorite AI design tools. Let's go into Claude Code now. Okay, two things here. First off, developers out there, I know you're going to yell at me because I did not do this inside of Terminal. I did not do this inside of Terminal because designers do not like working inside of Terminal. We prefer the Claude Code desktop application. That's why I did it here. So essentially what I did, and I'm showing you the finished chat because I messed up when recording. I started coughing halfway through. Anyways, so I essentially just pasted in what we got from Mobbin and just had it add anything that it needed to edit that MCP config file. And I restarted Claude Code. And now we're able to work with the Mobbin MCP. Inside of a new Claude Code session, one thing I would like to call out is the first time you ever use the MCP, it's actually going to ask you to authenticate Mobbin. So it's likely going to give you a link or just open up Chrome or Safari in the browser and just hit authenticate. All right. So now we can start to dialogue with everything that Mobbin has inside of its repository. So let's run a small, simple prompt then. In this prompt will be, I'm designing a dashboard for a banking application. Extracts common patterns from Mobbin and generates me, let's say, 3 options, something like that. Let's run. All right, this is what it came back with. So we have our 3 different options. So mobile home screens informed by patterns from Starling, Monzo, and all these different competitors. So we have the common patterns that Mobbin had extracted. One thing I would love here is for it to give a little bit more specifics around, okay, quick actions row. This was specific from this competitor and this competitor only, or both of these competitors that we looked at. But that's likely something we can fix via prompting. Not too worried about it. So we have option 1. So clean and editorial, big typography, lots of white space, and the companies that I was inspired by. Really good. So this is pretty good. As we scroll down, a vibrant hero card. Now we're cooking. I really like this top card here, who it was inspired by. And then we have our premium dark options. This is pretty similar to Revolut in some senses. So premium feel inspired by Revolut in Mercury. And I just had my Claude run that locally. Now imagine how awesome you're going to look when you go into like a client review or a stakeholder meeting with an executive and you have something like this laid out with some examples where you got the inspiration from different treatments. You're going to look like an all-star. Something I would like to call out is, of course, you're going to need to dialogue with the AI. Nothing is going to ever be perfect right out of the gate after prompt number 1. So you would likely need to clean up some of the avatars here, maybe swap these for some different like company icons or things like that. But really great first start. What we just did is we used that Mobbin MCP to browse Mobbin and generate some initial mockups. Now, initial screen generation is not the only way to use this. We can think outside of the box here. So let's go through some different prompting techniques now. One of the other ways that we can use this is for benchmarking against our existing designs. Because we already have app designs and stuff. So how does this compare against all the other competitors that are out there right now? Maybe we're looking for ideas on how to improve, that kind of thing. And what I did is I just dragged in a screenshot of one of those generations that Mobbin just gave us, just because I didn't have a mobile banking app dashboard handy. It's early in the morning here. Chill. Right now, please compare this against all the other banking dashboards inside of Mobbin. Come back with an analysis and recommendations and why. Let's run. And then it came back with an analysis on our design. So what every competitor has that we don't, some options here, what we're doing well, recommendations that they're making, and rank those recommendations and what not to copy. So it came back with this analysis where we're looking for ideas on what to change with our designs, what competitors are doing that we don't. It's no longer about browsing Mobbin and spending 15 minutes. It's just asking the Mobbin MCP inside of Claude or Codex or whatever. Another way we can use this is for report generation. I am building a competitive report on dashboards in the banking ecosystem, on mobile dashboards in the banking ecosystem. Browse Mobbin and provide a report. I could be more specific with the prompt, but just to get the idea across, let's run. I went and looked at a bunch of different screens inside Mobbin, and then it came back with this report. So based off 25 plus app screens spanning neobanks, incumbents, everything else, it gave me this report. Now, this kind of report is something I've had to do in the past working with clients that would take me an actual day, because I would need to go on Mobbin. I would need to look at competitors, start to group, what goes into a home screen, how they're showcasing like balances, like account balances, insights, things like that. But now all of a sudden that's done for me here. So a 4-hour workflow is now condensed into like 5-10 minutes, depending on the type of information that you want to get and prompting back and forth with your AI. So we have distinct patterns, anatomy of a home screen, how they're presenting balances, navigation and information architecture, insights and analytics, differentiators worth flagging, reoccurring UX details, strategic takeaways. This is great. And again, that was just based off that real simple prompt. So you can imagine how powerful this is once you know exactly the type of information you want in that report, what information you don't want in that report, how you might want that information formatted. Really powerful workflow. Another way you could use this is for like mood boards, kind of like Pinterest. I am building a banking application using the screens in Mobbin. Can you build me a mood board with dozens of different looks and styles of apps grouped? So I can share with a client, something like that. Let's run. It came back with this deliverable. In my honest opinion, this is basically almost client ready right away. Where if we're still trying to decide on sort of visual directions that the client likes, we can just share this with them, hop on a call, screen share, talk through different options where we have minimal and editorial, we have dark and focused, we have all these different types of visual treatments that a client can look at and sort of speak to what speaks to them to really help inform our design direction. This is awesome. Again, this is one of those deliverables that would take you normally like 4 to 5 hours to actually spin up. And we spun it up like in Claude. Again, the prompt took a little bit long, like about 8 minutes or so, but still like a 10-minute wait time, way better than 4 hours of research and formatting this kind of thing. Let's flip over to Codex and do the exact same thing. Now, what's important to note here is that this command is different whether you have Claude selected lovable cursor Codex. If I select Codex, notice how that changes. So just make sure, depending on what AI tool that you're actually using, you copy the right one. Inside of Codex, then, you can see I just entered in what we had copied, and now it's added to Codex, and we can do the same thing with Codex. Inside a new Codex chat, then, the same prompt that we did to start the video. So I'm designing a dashboard for a banking application, extract common patterns from Mobbin and generate me 3 options. Let's run. This here is what it came back with. Now, Codex as a whole is hit or miss when it comes to generating actual like HTML UIs. But one thing to call out is that GPT 5.5 is really good for like inspiration in generating just basic images. This here is what GPT 5.5 came back with. Like, notice how they're just images. Like, this isn't like something like a prototype that you can click through or anything like that. It's really good at generating these. So, and if you watch the video where I sort of went more in depth, like our full design AI guide, I'll link that in the video description. I posted it last week, where you're going to realize that Codex is cheaper in terms of time and also tokens. So something for you to keep in mind. I know Claude Code is all the hype right now. You can get a lot of value with the Mobbin MCP with less tokens and with less time using GPT 5.5 inside of Codex. But just know it's going to generate you images. You ask it to generate you actual HTML prototypes and things like that. That's where the design starts to not be as good. So something to keep in mind. But we have like the patterns, the dashboard banking concepts, and the inspiration map. So the Mobbin references, the patterns it extracted, why it fits, and also the source links as well. So awesome. Now, as good as that is, there are some limitations in its current state because Mobbin MCP just came out, where current limitations of this, inside Mobbin, there's like a similar screens functionality where you have a screen that you like. There's a button at the bottom to find similar screens or showcase similar screens. Pulling in similar screens from Mobbin MCP, currently not possible. Also, too, the flows. If you're looking for specific apps to maybe do an analysis on a specific competitor, it's not great with individual apps right now, but more of like a larger search across all the screens and all of the apps, and also Mobbin collections too. So if you've saved screens inside of Mobbin, you have all your different collections for different projects that you're working on. It can't currently call those, but I do know that the Mobbin team is working on those in the future. So be sure to check back in. Again, this just came out. We also need to remember that this is still AI. And we don't want to copy competitive screens one-to-one. So just because Claude dialogues with Mobbin MCP or Codex and extracts patterns and gives you designs back does not always guarantee that they're going to be 100% unique. So always make sure you go through and you do that, due diligence to make sure that what it's giving you is not a direct copy of someone else's dashboard, because you can imagine how embarrassing that would be if someone calls that out. All right. So just something that you should be aware of. Hey, thanks for watching this one. Remember, you can take 20% off the annual Mobbin plan. Use the special UI collective link that's in the description. Also, too, be sure to drop a subscribe. Have a lot more content coming and working with AI and other things. And be sure to check out our website for UI Collective Academy. And yeah, thanks for being here. I'll see you at the next one.